Hey guys, Hello Bella here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Sunjo SPX3000 pressure washer. This is a $150 budget pressure washer for small jobs, and it's easy to maneuver, and I'm going to be demonstrating how I used it to clean my patio and my driveway and some siding around my house. And you can see here that overall it makes a huge difference in spots where grime and dirt have built up. So I'm going to show it on multiple surfaces and give an honest review about this product and how I used it to increase the value of my property and just clean up a little bit around my house. I am using the 15-degree angle right now to clean these little spots. I was honestly debating whether or not I should just rent a pressure washer, but when I checked on the prices to rent a pressure washer, it was like $300 for the week, and it was over $100 for just one day. So I figured at that point it would just be more cost effective for me to go ahead and purchase this. And with buying something on Amazon, if you don't like the way it works, it's not very hard to return things. So I had some of those thoughts where I was like, do I really need this? I don't really have a lot of room. And one cool thing about this is that it doesn't take up a lot of room, and it's not hard to maneuver. It was easy for me as a smaller woman to use it and drag it around my carport. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've been working on that spot for a little while, probably about 20 minutes now, and it's mostly cleared off. There's a couple of stubborn spots over here that I may want to go back over with some soap. Right now I'm just using just water, but you can put soap in those little containers right there. I've got some on the window here as well. Let's just try and see what that does. It's definitely doing better on this surface, probably because it's like a flatter surface and the brick is more textured, but you can see a huge difference between the left side and right side that I have not yet pressure washed. Just showing here kind of the effects of a little bit of pressure washing, especially if you've got like a lighter colored siding on your house and you have this green muck all over it. It really can improve just the looks of it with something like this, and it's really easy to do. Alright guys, now we're going to test it on a wood surface. This is just my gate leading into my backyard. I've already did a little bit here, as you can see, but let's give her a go and see how it does on some wood. Alright, just a little test piece there, nothing perfect, but you can see a pretty huge difference just in the overall color of the wood. It's just got dirt and grime built up on this from probably 5 years of having this gate. Alright guys, so it is quite possible that I have too much time on my hands, but I did manage to write my name in my concrete. B-E-L-L-A, Bella. So just a little split test here to see what's been done and what hasn't been done. Pretty big difference there. Not sure if it would be warranted to do the whole driveway because, to be honest with you guys, this machine has limitations in terms of the ability to cover a surface area. It only does so a little bit at a time. So if you're going to do an entire driveway, I mean, it would take absolutely forever. And it's a lot of sweat equity, even though the machine is cheaper. If you had a bigger project, I would honestly recommend a higher powered pressure washer, just because overall it takes quite a bit of effort to get a small surface area. Now, if you're just cleaning, like you're cleaning the outside of your house or something like that, or you're trying to do, the siding, I think it could be a great tool for that. Here I am filling in a little heart that I drew. It was actually really fun to use this pressure washer. When I first got it, I was playing around with it a lot, and it is pretty easy to maneuver and draw things and have fun with it. So if you have a family, maybe you could get your family to help you out and do a little bit at a time. And it's easy to transport this as well. I know some of the Amazon reviews stated that they used it and then several people in their family used it, so it may not even be a bad idea to just go in half and half with someone for this pressure washer, especially if you're just going to do one project. I think that you will get your money worth out of it. You will have to put in a lot of sweat equity and time and effort, but overall I think it's a great budget pressure washer. It's not a super high powered one. You're not going to be able to do a project quickly, but overall it is doing the job, as you can see here. Alright guys, here is another view of the left and right side here of the driveway that has been done and the spot that hasn't been done. So you can see a pretty big difference just left to right. I started with this smaller section of my driveway, just wanted to get that piece done for the day. And now that it has, taken me a little bit of time to finish this project and looking back at it, I can definitely see that I did not know what I was getting into when it came to doing the entire driveway. I've got a decent sized driveway and, this project took several hours. I went over to my storm shelter and I wound up doing some on that as well. One thing I wanted to note is that the hose is 50 feet long, and so the cord is 50 feet long, and you've got a few extra feet with the sprayer, but overall you're not going to get much further than 50 feet when you're using this unless you have a longer hose and an extension cord. It's so satisfying seeing something be cleaned, and I think one of the major drawbacks of this machine for me is that you have to get pretty close to the surface that you're cleaning, and it makes it to where you can only clean a small surface area at a time, and that's to me, one of the things that is a drawback for this machine. Of course, with the price being so cheap, it's something that I can overlook personally, but I think if you do have super big projects, this is not going to be the right machine for you. But if you're just cleaning small things and you can take your time and not worry too much, it is a good product. So once again, there is the spot that I have done and the spot that I haven't. Just showing you a little test piece here. Alright guys, I wanted to come back and show this after everything had dried, and you can kind of see a bigger difference now that there is not water all over the ground in the spot that I've sprayed and the left side of the driveway that has been done. I did not make it to my entire driveway just because there was so much to do. I stopped at the crack in the concrete and I still have all of that over there to do. So I'm going to come back to that another day. I did manage to get my carport and my sidewalk done and then my side parking. It took me about 4 hours, I'm going to say, for 2 days in a row. So far I have, $150 and 8 hours and a lot of sweat equity built into this project, but I can definitely tell a big difference in my sidewalk. But overall, I'm happy with the difference that it's made, and I think that this product has, really helped improve the quality of my driveway, and I look forward to completing the project pretty soon. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my review for the Sunjoe SPX3000 pressure washer. As you can see, this fits right back in my little shed and it doesn't take up a lot of room at all. So I'm going to be able to use this on several projects going forward, and I think that this is a great budget pressure washer. I think that it does the job that it's promised to do. It doesn't do much more, but if you are looking for something that is cheap and easy to maneuver, then this is the product for you. Thanks so much guys.